Hi, my name's Janelle and welcome back to another Behind the Brand video. I am currently working on a new batch of sewing kits, which I'm so excited about. A few times a year I bring out these kits. They basically include everything you need to be able to make a garment. You get the fabric, matching thread, all of the notions you need to make the garment, as well as a pattern, all nicely packaged up. And I honestly just have so much fun putting these kits together. So I thought I would document the whole process for you. I'm kind of in the process of collecting the fabrics for the sewing kits. I like to use recycled fabrics for my kits for a couple of reasons. A, because that means the kits are going to be super limited edition, which means the kit you receive will be one of a kind or one of a very small few. And two, I like to use recycled fabrics because I like to keep the products I produce as eco-friendly as possible, and using fabrics that already exist and are just sitting around not being used is, I think, a lot better than constantly looking and sourcing for brand new fabrics. And I just have so much fun sourcing the recycled fabrics as well. I use a lot of vintage bed sheets and a couple of newish bed sheets that I found on Facebook Marketplace. I've got a whole pile over here of the fabrics I've collected so far. As you can see, I've only got one, two, three, four, five at the moment. I'm hoping to find a bit more before I actually release the sewing kits. I think these two here are my favorites so far. This one here is a vintage bed sheet. But how pretty is that? I picked this one up on Etsy, and then I found this incredible floral bed sheet on Facebook Marketplace. I feel like this fabric is all of my autumnal floral dreams coming true. It's got mustard and burnt orange tones in it, and I think it's the cutest thing ever, and I'm so excited to have found this fabric. I also have a few bed sheets I picked up from the thrift store myself. I've got a Rosery pink cotton bed sheet, this lovely green plaid bed sheet, and two beautiful vintage floral bed sheets as well. So at the moment I have enough fabric for about 8 to 9 kits, and I'd like to aim to have about 20 because every time I release a new batch of sewing kits, they sell out so quickly, and I feel like the more kits I have, the more chances there are for people to get their hands on one. Obviously, that depends on if I can find more fabrics for them. I'm hopefully going to pop into a couple of op shops tomorrow and see if I can find some more fabrics. But yeah, I think the fabrics are looking so cute at the moment. I'm so happy with the ones I've found so far. It is currently the 17th of November, and I'm hoping to have the kits go live in the first week of December. That way they can be kind of like a little pre-Christmas launch, and people can buy them for gifts if they want to as well. And what I usually do is I break up the kits in sizes. So I'll have some 4 to 14 sized kits and some 14 to 24 sized kits. And basically in those kits you'll get enough fabric to make up to a size 14 or up to a size 24. And I think what I'm going to do this time is release these kits with the Rosa pattern as the default. And then again, like last time, I'm going to have a little notes section at checkout. So if you already own the Rosa pattern and you want to swap it out for another one of my sewing patterns, you can just leave a little note at checkout and I will just swap the patterns out for you. So today I'm going to get started on putting all of these fabrics in the wash. I like to wash each fabric thoroughly before I put them in the kit. That way they're nice and fresh and ready to sew as soon as you receive them. Also, completely forgot to mention, but by the time you're watching this video, the sewing kits will be live. So if you'd like to get your hands on one, then I would recommend heading on over to roseryapparel.com quick sticks, because like I said, they do tend to sell out pretty quickly. And if you have already purchased a sewing kit, then thank you so much. Your support means the absolute world. Okay, so it's the next day now, and Matt and I decided to start the day off at one of our favourite bakery slash cafes. It was actually really nice. We kind of just sat there for about an hour or so and did a bit of work. And yeah, it was just a really good start to the day. And while I was in town, I also popped into a couple of op shops that I don't often get to, just because they're a little bit out of the way for me. And I managed to find a fabric that I think is going to be perfect for the sewing kits. It is this beautiful, kind of like quite minty green check plaid fabric. I've just been really lucky with the plaid fabrics at the moment. And what I really love about these kind of plaid prints is the dresses, once they're made up, have the ultimate picnic vibes. I think it's so cute, and was really happy to find this fabric. Ideally, it would have been nice if I had found a few more fabric bits for the sewing kits, but I think now I'm up to maybe over 10 kits, which is pretty decent. I'm definitely going to aim to get them out for early December. But yeah, as for the rest of today, I'm going to spend the day just continuing on with what I was working on at the cafe, just editing videos. Look what just arrived, right in time for the weekend. It's a knitting kit by the brand Cardigan Knits. I've been wanting to try one of their kits for the longest time, and they very kindly got in touch with me and offered to send me a kit. And I opted for the Christie jumper, which is this really cool moss stitch jumper with some plain knitting on the sleeves and at the hem of the jumper, which it's just such a clever use of the different stitches. And I've decided to go with a bit of a peaches and cream kind of color scheme. So I've got this lovely vanilla creamy colored yarn that will make up the bulk of the jumper. And then I've also got this cute little pop of peach that will go on the sleeves. I just think it's going to be so cute, such a fun project for the weekend. Okay, so it is quite a while later now. I don't actually remember how long it's been since I last filmed for this video. I think it was about 2 weeks ago, maybe even longer. But today is the day. I'm actually going to be putting the sewing kits together today, taking all the product photos for my website, and I'm just so excited. This is one of my favorite things to do as part of my business, is put these sewing kits together. So I'm just excited to enjoy the day and yeah, just make each and every kit extra special. It's currently Wednesday and I'm planning on making these kits go live on Sunday. So hopefully I can get all of the photos done today so that I've got plenty of time to put all the finishing touches on everything, writing up the listings for my website and everything like that over the next few days. And so far this morning I have just been cutting up all of the fabrics, ironing them and folding them up so that they're ready to be packaged up. You can see them here in the background. All up there's going to be, I think, 16 kits. There's 15 fabrics there, I'm pretty sure, and I've got one more drying. I'm really happy with how they're all looking together as a collection, but they're individually very beautiful as well. So happy with the amount of fabric I've managed to find in such a short amount of time, actually. So yeah, now I'm going to set out a little flat lay on my table, which is going to be kind of the hero image of each kit. And then what I do is I just swap out each fabric for each photo, which makes it really easy. Also, I screen printed a whole bunch of new calico bags, which is what the sewing kits get packaged into. I also went to Spotlight yesterday and bought a whole heap of threads. And then I also need to get my little Rosery Apparel tags out that go along with the sewing kits, and some invisible zips and the pattern as well. Like I said, I'm going to make the Rosa pattern the default with these sewing kits, and then the plan is you can just leave a note at checkout if you'd like the Rosa pattern swapped out with any of my other patterns. Okay, finally time to start packaging up these sewing kits. And the kits are complete. It just feels really good to have them done. Plenty of time to spare before launch day, so I'm really happy about that. So now I have a pretty computer heavy afternoon ahead of me, having to edit all of those photos and write up the descriptions for the product listings, which does take probably the majority of the time. I'm pretty sure it's going to take most of the afternoon, so I think I'm going to end this video here. Before I do end this video though, I want to give you a quick little knitting update because I have been loving knitting my cardigan knits kit. I've just been keeping everything in the box so I don't lose all the bits. So I have knitted up one of the sleeves as well as the front and the back, which are looking so nice. It's hard to do all this one-handed. I just love the texture of the moss stitch in contrast to the pearl stitches. I think it looks so good and is really just such a fun way to use two different stitches in the one make. As you can see, it's quite large, so it's going to be quite an oversized jumper, which is fun. And I love the peaches and cream color that I've chosen. I think it looks so cute. I just can't wait to wear this jumper over the top of some of my dresses, especially in Tassie in summertime. Once the sun goes down, it gets pretty cold, so this is just going to be so nice to just take along with me when I'm out and about, that I can just throw on. And yeah, because of the super chunky yarn and the super chunky needles, it knits up so quickly. If I hadn't been so busy working on these sewing kits and just all the other busyness that comes with the end of the year, then I would have definitely have finished by now. But I'm so glad that it is taking a little bit longer and I can savor it a bit because I kind of don't want this project to end. I'm having so much fun with it. I'll make sure to leave a link to the kit I'm using down below. Full disclosure, and I think I mentioned it I was gifted this kit, so I didn't pay for it. They sent it to me in exchange for sharing it on my social media, but I'm loving it and I totally recommend you go check them out because they've got some amazing kits and they would make a really, really nice gift. But yeah, I think it's time I end this video here so I can get back to work and start editing all of these photos. I hope you enjoyed coming along with me as I make up these sewing kits. Like I've mentioned probably 100 times already in this video, I love putting these sewing kits together. It's such a joy of mine and a real passion project. I don't make a great deal of money out of these kits, but I just think it's such a fun product to put together and I'm really grateful that so many of you enjoy them as well. And if you have managed to pick up one of these kits, then thank you so much for your support. It really does mean a lot. And yeah, I'm so grateful that you enjoy the products I put out there. If you did enjoy this video, it would really mean a lot to me if you could give it a like and make sure you subscribe to this channel for more behind the brand and sewing type videos like this one. Thanks so much for watching until the very end and I'll see you in the next video.